Going live.
Oh, geez.
Uh-huh.
That's a mess.
I'm almost done.
All right. We're live. What's up, everybody? And look at Dan and his
Who
monstrosity.
wants a cable? Does anybody want a cable? Just shipping and handling, it's yours. Got plenty of cables. You got HDMI, DisplayPort. I even have an iPhone 4 cable if you want it.
Oh, yeah.
And his Who wants a cable? Somebody's got their audio on. It's yours.
All right. Let me view here and let me get all.
Somebody's got their audio on.
It's not me.
I think it's Dave.
What's up, everybody? Thank you all for joining us on this Friday Zoom call. You know, join up, mash up, whatever you want to call it. Really appreciate it. We got Mr. Draxler. Hey, Matt. How's it going?
Ready.
Hey. Mr. Thomas Peter.
Hello.
How things in Terre Haute?
Zoom call. Hello.
What's up, Tom?
How you doing?
Good.
Wrapping cables.
Yep.
Boy.
Wrapping cables. Norm, what's happening?
Where's Norm?
Yeah, Ross in, and so happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. We've got the last Friday before one of the big holidays. I'm gonna be gone next week. Heading down to Scott's neck of the woods.
Yep.
So would be pretty
Enjoy that. I'll be stuck in New York freezing my butt off.
Yes. You enjoy that. You enjoy that snow. Man, it's been
snow.
I tell you, snow and cold and
man, I haven't got snow on Long Island in I don't remember the last time I got snow. I had to take out a shovel.
Well,
yeah, there was the kiss of death right there.
I know. I'm so screwed.
Yeah.
You were
stupid ass.
Way to go, man.
Gonna be 30 storms this year, and 47 inches across the winter.
Yeah. So
as the mob descends on Dan's house.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Party at Dan's.
We got some imaging going on. Scott's been doing some imaging.
Yep.
So how's that going?
Well, let's see.
I don't know.
Let's check. Let's find out.
There you go.
All right.
We're still doing the Andromeda, the one of 3.
All right. Not bad numbers there. 0.69 total.
Well, I'm
0.69 pixels.
Oh, yeah, 1.4. 1.14. Okay.
1 arc seconds.
Your declination's up there. That's
yeah,
right.
but it's pointing almost directly straight up.
Yeah, so you're gonna okay. Well, that's still some good guiding. I mean, you got tight and nice round tight stars, and that's all that matters. So
my lovely bride has just dragooned me. You have to give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Yep. Well, unshare your screen.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that would that would be bad. There you go. Okay, all right. Sorry about that,
Matt. We have something in common now.
Okay, you're a collector?
Yeah, pretty much.
Collected another.
Nice.
So the Gear 60 got it earlier this week from Dan.
Excellent.
And so
beautiful little scope, isn't it?
I mean,
how does it work? How does it work, Matt? Pretty good.
Awesome,
how does it work?
It's the only one I've actually gotten focused and taken a picture through.
Really?
Yeah.
Now
I've been fighting with the talk for months.
Is the travel? I mean, the travel right now looks like it only goes to 20 millimeters. Is that correct? That's as far as it'll go?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you got to remember it's a pencil too, so you don't need a lot.
Yeah. So
you just got to make sure whatever you need extra, you just backspace.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Right now.
Yeah, I've got the
I know.
2600 MC Duo on it currently, but
Coming.
Mhm.
There's your little dog.
I know it's they're no longer they've been upgraded, so but I still have in the wrapper and I haven't even opened it up yet. And I've had this for about a year since Dan sent it to me.
yep.
So I'm gonna
I
throw
got
this
the Gear 60 with the Astro Oasis on it the first year I met you guys at NEAF.
Okay. And how do you like it? How does it work for you?
I mean, for what I've done so far, it's fantastic.
Exactly.
Whatever you have.
Exactly.
It looks
That
great
one
sitting on the
picture?
mount.
Dave, you feeling better?
A little bit. Still
Good.
for the weather.
Right. Yeah, I've been fighting the crud.
I'm kind of in a pharmaceutical haze right now.
Yeah,
Always fun.
See, Willie?
I contributed to that for 38 years.
That will
That's how you could afford that Corvette.
Oh, yeah,
There
right.
he is.
It's not the
Yeah.
Corvette.
No.
It's not even the Corvette. It's the chrome
Alfredo.
Yeah.
attached.
Hey everyone.
Hey,
What's that? Hey, Wilfredo.
Hey, Wilfredo.
how
Hey,
are you, sir?
man, I'm doing better. Thank you. I'm doing better.
Good.
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 Do you want a
Yeah,
cable? I'm wrapping cables tonight.
How are your skies in South Carolina?
Well, I'll tell you, there was as you see this in front of me, I went outside about 2 hours ago, just as it got dark. I saw Saturn for about 10 minutes, and then it clouded back over. It's supposed to rain here in a little while, but
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're supposed to get rain.
It's raining
crappy,
like
but
hell here.
Okay.
wow, yeah.
Well, it's okay because you guys are hanging out with us, we're going to talk some astrophotography and see what's going on with everybody. I think the only person that's actually imaging right now is Scott. With
Imagine
Yeah,
that.
I haven't started the Starfront scope yet since the move. So I'm on vacation as of 2 o'clock this afternoon. So
Yay.
I'm hoping to get it up and well, I'm doing a lot. I
don't come
mean,
in yet, Norm.
so I got a lot of stuff going on. So you see that over there?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Steve,
nice.
how's it going?
That's my studio, and the studio is gonna be facing that way against the wall. So
Okay.
got the camera all set up, ready to go. So I have a friend of mine coming to help me tomorrow. I bought a curio cabinet to get some of the collectibles up, and then I think you know what I did get? I got an email from Dwarf Labs saying,
Okay.
number one, why the hell didn't you start with us yet? Number two, they're coming out with a new mini smart scope.
Yeah, I saw
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's jump right into
like,
this.
if you're gonna start an order with us, you may as well get it now because we're taking pre-orders. So
yeah, I was going to say, we're approaching, of course, everybody now, ZWO, Skywatcher Celestron, Prima Luce, everybody's doing their Black Friday sales.
yeah, a couple people are late to the game.
Some people are late, but the majority of people are doing their Black Friday sales now, right? And there's quite a few things that I've seen that have come out, things that I've seen that other content creators have started showcasing. Prima Luce Lab, of course, they're doing a deal with all of their Eagles, right? Hold on.
They're sold out of the XTM. They're sold out.
They're sold out of the big boy.
XTM is now back on the regular pricing.
Okay.
So they won't. They're not selling. Well, they're not selling. They don't have anymore. So Italy sold out. How you doing there, Steve? Finally put a face to the name there from the Discord. How's it going? You're on mute. You're on mute.
You're muted, Steve.
Lower left-hand corner.
There we go.
There you go. There you go.
So last time I was on the chat, I told you about the SV Bony, and I had bought it and it didn't work.
Yeah, you were saying.
So I'd contacted SV Bony, and it turns out they had to send me out a new driver. And guess what?
That didn't work.
Still
Well,
doesn't.
works like a charm.
Oh, okay, good.
Are you talking about the Power Box that they came out
Yeah,
with?
the
Yes,
241
New
Pro.
Power
right?
Box Pro or whatever they call it?
Yeah, the Power Box Pro. I've got a Pegasus that's going south. I've already lost a channel. And well, it's another 2 weeks before I might see some clear skies. Might as well order equipment, right?
I saw Quiv did a
Yeah.
video of it the other day, and it's only like $150.
That's American dollars. It's 241 Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Okay.
So, but
Sorry about that, eh?
hey, right. But when you compare that to what my Pegasus Astro box was, it seemed like a good idea at the time. But
Okay.
like I say, now it's working. So get clear skies in a month or so. Maybe we'll find out how well it does work. It handles the dew heater somewhat differently than what I'm used to. But
In what way? Because I haven't seen the software. So
well, you have to place a sensor underneath your dew heater band. Then it looks at, there's two sensors. So there's one for your dew heater band, or if you have a ring, you connect it. And it looks at that temperature versus the dew point, and then it decides how it's going to
how it heats?
heat.
How much?
Based on, I think it's an aggressive shooting setting.
Okay.
And that's on one channel only. The other channel is completely manual, which I've had good luck with the Pegasus Auto.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that's been real good. So we'll see this. It has some nice features that, at 241 Canadian dollars,
Canadian.
169 US dollars, it looks like a good replacement. Will it be my permanent one? Well, no, it won't. I go with what I know works and works in the long term. But, with 7 scopes, 5 mounts, it's going to find a home permanently somewhere.
I'm sure.
That's if I get to take pictures.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because you're talking about the comparison between I almost said CAD and USD, but Canadian dollars and US dollars, and it's funny because I went up to what was it, last winter? I was up at Sean's house over in Kitchener, and I go there and had a couple drinks, whatever. And so I said, you know what? I want to get something I can't get anywhere else. Let's get something. What do you got there? What is that?
Little single malt.
What from who?
Scotland, of course. That it's a nice low Glenlivet.
Nice. How old?
It's young. It's only 12 years old.
Oh, only 12. Okay.
Only 12.
But so I go.
That
We
is
had
a
a couple
baby for a
beers, and
single malt.
so we go to LCBO, right? And so we go there. For those of you guys who don't know what LCBO is, it's like the National Liquor Board kind of in Canada that sells.
Just in Ontario.
Just in Ontario. I'm sorry, just in Ontario. And so we go in there, and I go to the whiskey area because I like whiskey. So I go there, and I said no, I want to go to where it's behind the glass. So I want some good stuff. So I go and I see a box that I've never seen before, and I go, I want that one. I didn't even look at the price. So I want that one. So I go to the thing and I go there. After 299 Canadian dollars, I got a bottle of it was a mix of Irish whiskey and Japanese whiskey. That was really kind of tasted like garbage, to be honest with you. It was bad. I smelled lavender in my mouth for like 3 weeks because it was like it was done in some sort of lavender toasted cask, and you do this in Ireland, they will deport you. But you know they
If you're lucky.
What? Yeah, you'll be stuck in the potato farms. But they sat there and it was so bad. And I said, Sean, this is only good for a mixer. I'm sorry, I don't care how much it costs. I can't get rid of the taste.
Well, until things had changed in the last year or so, I preferred to buy my whiskey across the border, which for me is a whole 10 minutes away.
Which border?
US.
Denmark, of course. Greenland, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's really tough because I can't get the bourbon I like.
Yeah, how crazy. I know, it's horrible.
No maker's mark here. So, but it's a good thing I am Scottish, so well, single malt will work, you know.
It will. And now I'm just, my wife just brought me some wine. That's it. That's all I got today.
Vino Verde. You know, it's like wine is good.
Yeah, wine can be good. Wine can be very bad too. But anyway, we can have another show about alcohol.
You guys can talk about the vino and the hooch and the moonshine and the wine and the bourbon.
I got a question for Wilfredo. Is he still there?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched your YouTube on when you set your tilt.
Yeah.
On the OPT, and I was quite interested on it, but I had a question: was when you set it up, wouldn't you have to also square up level your focuser tube to ensure that you're starting everything from a level perspective? Because if you have it slightly turned, that's gonna throw the tilt off.
Yeah. So on the for the OCal, when I was using, you talking about when I did it on the OCal? So
when you did it with the tilt, not the collimation, the tilt on the focuser using the Klein inclinometer.
Yes, and that I was using that with on the OCal scope. Yep. So all I did was in theory, if the scope is completely level.
I'm saying just in both axes.
Yep. So I try to get the scope as level as I could with the bubble level this way, one way. I didn't check it the other way, but then I did. So I got a pretty good 0 to start with. I just put it on top of the focuser, and then I adjusted it to that. And when I spun it around, I didn't want to get each one to a 0. I wanted to get it to what it was, because I don't think it would ever both axes will get both to 0, but it worked.
That's good.
It worked. I'm not sure. I just kind of adjusted like how I would do flight controls on an aircraft, but for me, if you got to me, I'm not sure the science behind it part, but if the scope was level and the focuser was level in that one direction, and then if you gauged it 90 degrees off, and it was Google says a bunch of other places say that about how many degrees make a tilt, how many percentage of a degree is whatever is off. So according to what is it, ASTAP, if it's within like 4%, it's considered good or excellent or something like that. That's kind of what I was going off of. So it wasn't. It was really far off to begin with. It was way off, but in doing that, it got it down into the 3%. So
I was just wondering, having come from somewhat similar background, it's like if you leveled out your scope and your focuser tube, so rack it all the way out, check that also, then go to the top. Then go to the top, and it's like, you're leveling it at the scope, because like with the number of OTAs I have, and I'm limited to only having 5 cameras right now, the cameras get moved around a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do the cameras like you said in your video.
Yep. Yep.
So like when I do my SCTs after I've done cleaning and everything else, I actually do something that Dylan O'Donnell showed, is I pull the micrometers out and I measure the secondary before I put it back into the edges. And that gives me a really good starting point. Then I use the OCal, and then you can never miss a star. But when I was thinking about the newt, it was like, okay, I like this. But it was just getting it through my head on the fact to do it, I need my draw tube to also be level. Because once my draw tube's level, my tube's level, I throw the inclinometer on there, it's going to show me the tilt in, you got to rotate it around, the tilt in the focuser, which will.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying there. Yeah, I'll go back and check that. That's a good. I never thought about doing it that way.
Like, it was a great video, and it got me thinking. And okay, inclinometers on order, so it's just going to be something.
Yeah,
it's going to be something I'm going to try, because, like you say, it's not a big expense, but it gives you a good starting point.
Yes.
Because no matter what you use, OCal, man, I have the HOTAC, like if it comes to collimation, it's sitting in one of these shelves here.
Speaking of collimation, real quickly, it's been a crazy couple of months here at my place, and I finally had a little bit of time to myself, and I brought the RASA in here on the table, and I was playing around with the collimation, and I thought my head was in the game. I thought I was doing everything right, and I was carrying it going out the door, and I asked my wife to get the door for me, and I picked it up and I towed it and I went through, and as I was spinning around, the focuser piece was here, the whole front of the corrector plate assembly is here, so I had it and I spun like this.
Oh no.
To get around the kitchen, and the front corrector plate where it bolts up, it just smacked right into the all of the. We just had recently last year, so we had some nice tile put in above the kitchen area, and wham! It hit that thing, and it stopped me in my tracks. And I was thinking, uh-oh, I didn't hear anything fall out, didn't hear anything break. I still put it out on the rig and turned it on, and of course it was like this on collimation. it was horrible. So anyway, I got to go back and redo it, but yeah.
So now you need to do your corrector plate.
Yes, yeah. Oh, that's another story, because I just made a video. I had just finished making a video of cleaning it, and I recently called Dan on the phone and I said, Dan, I think I figured out what all those crazy when I would do my automatic dynamic background extraction and Super Dave, I sent that data for that Iris nebula. I couldn't get all that weird color grading in there. It's because of the mirror was so dirty and had this crazy film on it. When the video comes out,
the corrector plate.
The mirror.
Oh, really?
So when my scope
Secondary?
is up, when my scope is on that rig, it's so high I can just barely see the corrector plate at a level. I don't look down in the scope at all. And when it was on the table, I looked in here and it was horrible. So I cleaned it. I took the corrector plate out, did it what I was supposed to do, put it all back in, and it was difficult doing that the first time. But man, what a difference that makes, cleaning the mirror. And that gradient is gone. But wow, all that dew, I thought I didn't have a dew problem. I have a huge dew problem. It probably was maybe a gallon of water in there. I'm just overstating it, but it was horrible. You'll see when the video comes out, it's like your car window. When you clean it off, it's good. On the inside, for 2 months, you never mess with it, and all of a sudden the sun hits and you can't see where you're going down the road. That's what the mirror looked like when you shone the light on it. It was incredible the way it was dirty. And I took it out the other night, and at least the stars, I thought I was looking at the porch light when I was looking at Polaris. That's how bright on the mirror it was.
Wow.
Huge
difference.
It's what they call an optical mold that builds up due to condensation, and that it's really common on our photography lenses.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
especially the older they get, and if you have not taken the steps to get rid of it.
Yeah, it was
But,
horrible.
you know, and I'm warning all you guys that have YouTube channels, Eric, Scott, you know, Dan, well, of course, I watch all your videos. And I'm always watching for a good idea.
I learned how to collimate
Wilfredo.
with a tri-Batnoff mask watching Eric's video.
Yeah,
Yep.
thank you.
That was the first one that led me here.
Yeah.
It's Eric's fault. But
So now I know I'm not going to make any more videos because I know Steve's watching. I'm very, very
Oh
self-conscious.
yeah, now I'm thinking the same thing.
you didn't
You
listen
watch-
to where I said good ideas.
Fair.
Hey, Wilfredo, how big's that beast that's sitting on the table there?
I was thinking 8.
It's an 8, yeah, and
Oh,
and
is it? Oh,
yeah,
it
this
must be the
thing-
camera.
yeah, this thing was I was ready to throw it away. It's never really been right since I bought it, and then I contacted the Starlight Feather people, got a Starlight focuser for it,
Uh-huh.
and then I took my best picture with Saturn with it, and then it's just somehow it got out of collimation, and I've been toying with it ever since. Just trying to
the
make
other tile wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's just messing with you, Tom. He must be a fisherman in another life. You know, you just hold it close to the camera, makes it look a lot bigger.
Well, you know, they say the,
Yeah.
the camera adds 10, 12 pounds.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
does Krispy Kreme.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. This thing was going to go away, but now it's a you know, it's a classic. You know that they went away, and it's great visual wise, but man, trying to take a picture with it, it's
Yeah,
a pain. It's a pain.
I got a 9 1/4 sitting out in the garage. It's been sitting there for 15 years, and you know, the focuser's shot on it, and so I don't know. I might resurrect it. You've given me
Focus on the back of it.
inspiration.
Yeah, this focuser was the best thing I ever spent. This was a $1,600 telescope when I bought it new, and it came with a flimsy focuser. Now this thing is pretty jam up, but
Well, that was,
this thing, it wasn't designed to do
That was
well.
the little silver knob focuser, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. I could tell from the scope. I it had that little silver knurled thing, and it just
Yes.
and it was only on one pinion, so it pushes half the mirror, and it kind of shimmies its way up the bar.
Yeah.
And that's, you know,
Yep. And it was crooked as could be too.
Oh
Man.
yeah, well, that's not good.
Got to keep the tube clean and patient when
Yeah.
you're
You got a
focusing
flattener
to
on
get
that?
it moved.
100%.
You got
Always good
on
advice. Keep your tube clean.
That's right.
Don't have it no more.
Leave it to Scott.
What was
You
that,
know,
Joe?
they serve them up, Dan. I just gotta swing away.
Yes.
Yeah, Scott, we always know you're there. And how's all those panels going for you?
The what now?
The panels.
The mosaic.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I've got the Andromeda is working on now. I'm trying to get. I got all my narrowband stuff, so I got the 2 narrowband filters done, and I'm trying to get as many hours as I can on LRGB. And I think tonight will put me over the 8-hour mark for each panel, so 24 hours total on LRGB.
Might want a little more.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
all
Dan.
dependent on the weather.
Dan,
Yeah,
I have a question.
sure.
Okay, so I put my SCTs out, and I don't like going outside.
Gotcha.
So I'm real big into rotators
Yeah.
and everything else, but I like to use 2 focusers on my edges.
What, the knob and the rear cell?
Exactly. So
Okay.
if I have one on the mirror focus, I'll do my primary focus on that.
Okay.
And then through the night, any adjustment that's required would be a
The rear.
Moonlight or the PPL.
Right.
So I'm having a problem when I go to native length, take the reducer out,
Right.
because now I can't get my Prima Luce lab that Eric has down low enough
To get into focus.
to get, well, it's in problem because you can't get it on because of the
Mechanical problem.
Yeah, it's a mechanical problem because of the well, I've got the Celestron motor focus for the primary right now,
Right.
and they just take up too much space.
Gotcha.
I tried you had mentioned what was it, Starlight, the
Yep.
almost like the Feather Touch.
Yep.
I tried that one, and it was great. I could get everything on it, but then as soon as you move the rotator, it runs into the focuser.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And I have been searching, and it's like, Scott's shaking his head. Is there any low?
We actually took the rotator off of Scott's,
Yep.
if I remember right. That's one of the things that we came up against as well with his 14. It was just too much of a nightmare to deal with. That it just wasn't worth it. It just wasn't worth it.
Now, it wasn't the rotator; it was the stock focuser.
Well, that too. We had to take the rotator out too.
Yeah, because it runs into the focuser.
No, I've got it set up now, so it misses it.
Yeah, but you had to kind of finagle it, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to completely change the image train.
So
Yeah.
what?
So tell them what you did.
Yeah.
Oh hell! What are you doing to me?
He's gonna ask you anyway.
Are you using just the Starlight focuser?
Yeah.
So you have no secondary
No.
PLL, Moonlight, or
No.
anything like that.
Nope.
No. That Feather Touch is it is my go-to. That baby has never failed me. She works great. The only problem that I've had with it is the manual focus on the focuser. When you disengage the clutch, I've noticed that if you don't lock tight the grub screw on that, it will basically vibrate its way loose, and it will push that up into the barrel of the focuser and grind against it, and it just completely destroys your focusing. So you gotta Loctite that sumbitch.
Loctite will save you all the time
Yep.
in
Yes, it
a number
will.
of things.
If you guys want, I can go out and I can take a picture of that. Well, yeah, it's pretty dark.
No, I've actually been zooming on a number of your videos and looking at your focuser, and then I hate to admit it, like it's not that I haven't spent bad money or anything, but I got a drawer full of focusers trying to solve this problem. And
well, I also
it's
use
like,
the reducer.
oh,
So
okay.
if I pull that
he's talking about
reducer out
prime
of there,
focus.
it's never going to work with the rotator.
Yeah, I have no problem when I'm using the reducers. I actually without the reducers, with the reducers, I use my Moonlight on the 11. I use my PLL on the 11 and the Arco. It's great, Eric. Really, you want one?
Oh yeah.
When I had my Arco, man, I loved it. I thought it was great. But I put one on. I got yelled at the guys at Starfront, I think, because of the rotator I got because I ended up putting a Wander Astro on there because it's a Frankenscope, right? It's like kind of like one of those things. Me and Sean put it together with whatever we had, and we threw it up there, and they're like, "Oh man, these rotators, they always fail," and da da da. I'm like, have not had a problem with one. I mean, I've been selling these things for 2 years, and I've had 2 returns.
Good. And how many have you
You
sold?
know, like
I
I've got
can't
it
even
on.
tell you.
But is it more than 10, more than 20?
Oh, it's more than 50.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I haven't just sold 1 or 2, and they both came back. But
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, all you got to do is hold one of those Wander Astro rotators in your hand.
Yeah, one of the returns was actually, shall I say, user error. So we'll leave it at that. Another one, what just happened? I don't know how this happens, but at Starfront, they took a picture of it, and all of a sudden, like the screws were all gone. The screws were out of the rotator, I mean,
Wow.
6 screws. It wasn't. How does it happen? A magic, screw genie comes in the middle of Texas and just starts unscrewing stuff like the telescope gremlins. I mean,
You really expect me to leave that alone?
yes, I do. Put your
Yeah.
pipe in your mouth.
Loctite doesn't come in just a liquid version. There's a crayon one you
Yep.
put it on when you first assemble, so you don't have to worry about it leaking down onto your optics or other. Well, Wilfredo would know about it from his
Yep.
background because that's what you use.
Hey, Steve, why wouldn't you use a Moonlight Nightcrawler?
$3,845.
Fair.
Do you want to know? You don't want to know what I paid for my Moonlight for my 11-inch.
No, I'm just saying because I have a 14-inch Mead and it has a Nightcrawler on it, and once I lock in the primary and lock it down, I don't think I've ever touched that in like 5 years.
I'll agree with you, and if it wasn't for a fact I like to spend money on useless focusers that don't work, that was the biggest thing. And I have Moonlight motorized focusers on a number of my, not just my SCT, but on refractors, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so repeatable, so repeatable.
Every single one of these telescopes that are behind my head, they all have night crawlers on them.
You're in a different income category than me.
Joe's in a different income category than I think every single person here, maybe.
Listen,
on this. Yeah.
listen, I was tired of the headaches.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
So now you got 7 headaches.
As a matter of fact, I lied to you. My TS-130 has a Senso focus.
Yeah, you got the
A
Senso.
Senso, but my issue is it keeps resetting itself.
I never had that problem.
The focus numbers,
No.
right?
Yep.
Like, say for instance, my focus will be like 11,000 and something. Okay, I shut down for the night, start up the next morning, 5,000, but it's in focus at 5,000. Okay, it's not like the motor changed. It's in focus at 5,000, and so when it does its refocus every 30 minutes, it'll move up a little this and that. Okay. But I'm like, I told Dan about it. I said, eventually,
I told you the same thing. That's never happened to me.
Well, I had a problem with one like that, and they actually remoted into mine, and within 48 hours they'd sent me a complete new one, and never asked for the old one back.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I mean, thank God it still goes into focus, and that's not a big deal. But it's just that a lot of times I like to know, like all my telescopes, I usually know about where I'm at and where I should be at.
Yep.
And except that one. That one is like, matter of fact, I wanted to tell Eric, I did 23 hours on the Helix. I have another 20 hours to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I gave the 23 hours to Norm to process.
Okay.
And he did a really nice job. He did a decent job on it. I don't know if I could share my screen. Do you mind?
Yeah. Down at the bottom, you click that green share button.
Bottom. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
That's 23 hours.
Wow,
So,
look at that.
Wow.
and I need another. That's on the TOA 150 with the Zeus, Dan.
Nice.
Yeah. So I did my. I still have to get 10 hours of HA, and then I have to get 7 more hours of S2, and 3 more hours of O3.
Wow, I'm taking mine down.
Look at that outside. That outside blast.
Yeah.
Is amazing.
But it's going to be, once I get the other 20 hours, this is really good. Out here is really going to pop. Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine just started. It didn't get.
Matter of fact,
for that.
You can't zoom in on it. That's the only thing that's. Oh, can you? No. Can you? Yeah. No.
Nah.
No, you can't zoom in on it. But here, the detail that's inside the center and where the blue and the orange meet.
Yeah.
So he did such a good job on it.
The eye of Sauron is upon you.
Yeah.
Now, as far as rotators, one that I have found that has been very bulletproof on my refractors has been the Pegasus version 2.
Yeah, the Falcon.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, man,
And they're doing a promo on it now. I think it's like 15% off or something.
it's like it's smooth. I don't have any protrusions on it. I can flip, but I've actually on some of them I've actually flipped it around and used it backwards.
Yep.
And like I don't even care where the mechanical zero is. I just go into Nina and say, take the picture. This is where I want it.
Yep.
And I've never wrapped a cable.
Hey, yeah, Will.
It's been great.
Will, is that a flattener you have on there?
Here?
Yeah.
No, this is just the 2.5 Telview.
That's a power mate, right?
Yeah, PowerMate.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a power mate. I got to get a for my 80 millimeter Meade 6000.
Yeah.
I got to get a flattener. I can't. I mean the vignetting with the 2600 Duo is killing me. So
Yeah, I bought the Celestron 0.63 reducer for this, but then I heard I shouldn't have done that because it was only like $89. It was really cheap. But like there's like a $300 flattener for this, a reducer flattener that designed for this one, and I don't know if that's true or not, but I hear through the grapevine that if you use the Celestron one on the Meade, that it creates more of a problem than
They don't like each other.
Starzona.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Yes, Arizona. There you go. You're right back.
Yeah, I've never actually tried a. I had the 8-inch LX200 GPS, and I did have the reducer on it, but it was the Meade one. I had a Celeste. It was the one with the orange writing, the old one with the orange writing on it, but it wasn't Celestron. Celestron has orange writing on it too, but it was the old Meade flattener, and a reducer. It was okay. I mean, but I was taking pictures, and I did not know anything about flats or anything. So when you get out there and you're first, and I think that was like in the year, what was it, like 2002, 2003, something like that. And you're like, oh wow, I got a great scope. So I had a beautiful scope, right? I had at the time it was $1,000 refractor in 2000, and it was the Orion 80 ED scope. Beautiful scope, man. It was so, and I was using it for a guide scope on the Meade 8-inch, and I'm like, this scope is too damn good to be doing a guide scope. So finally,
I'm looking for a good 80 as a guide scope.
What?
I said I'm looking for a good 80 as a guide scope because I've been using the old Celestron. Is it Celestron? No, Orion Short 80.
Yeah, the ST80. I mean, those are great. The little white tube guys. That's what I ended up using. But I had the 8. It was like it was an 80, like it was a 450 or 400 millimeter focal length. But it was long. It was longer than the Schmidt.
it was 3 lenses, right?
What's that?
Was it 3 lenses? I think.
Yeah, it was a triplet. It was a triplet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, and I ended up selling the whole thing. I sold it as a rig, and just sold it because I ended up going after I spent about 2 years doing SCTs. I went refractor and never went back, and now I'm going back, and I got a 9 1/4 that I just bought for a song. So everything's full circle now. So
I used to have a focal reducer for that Meade 14.
yeah.
And, I had a 0.33, but it was.
Oh, I remember those. They sold those for a hot minute.
But wait a second.
It.
The secret was, which I ended up finding later, and I did end up getting one later. The China ones were a piece of shit.
Well,
No kidding.
The ones from Japan
were
tell you
outstanding.
Best, outstanding. It was unbelievable.
That's not surprising to me.
It was unbelievable, and the price difference was like 6 times more. By the way,
Of course. But you know, I mean, you just take a look at like IDAS filters, right? IDAS filters are amazing. You know, from the MBZ to the ODW to the GNB, they're really, really good filters. And I'm not trying to take away from other companies like Altair, and even Enlia is good. Chroma, you know, Chroma's a big, expensive Chinese maker of filters, but they're super expensive. They're like out of control, but they're good. But you pay for it, and you pay for it in spades because it's expensive. It's like $700, $800, $900 a filter, sometimes $1,500, depending on what you're doing. You know, it could be very expensive for chroma filters, but you know, we talk about a lot on the show. You know, it's the the law of diminishing returns depending on your skies, right? So can you use those filters and take full advantage of the capability of the filters based on the sky that you're in? And sometimes, especially me in New York on Long Island, the answer is no. You know, the seeing in New York is not great. You know, it's
Could be better where you are now.
it's better, but it's still bad. I mean, it's just like, what was it? You know what my boss used to tell me? You still suck. You just suck a little less than yesterday. You know, so you know, it's kind of like one of those things where I went from an 8 to a 6, a solid 6. So I mean, it is a lot better. So I don't want to say anything like that, but I mean, still, when you're dealing with Scott at a 4, Matt at a 4 or 3, Dave's in the same position that I am. Tom, you're in a 5 or a 6, right?
4.
You're in a 4.
Yeah.
I don't want to even talk to Joe. Joe's got his own personal border one sky in some hole somewhere.
Yeah.
And Eric went down to a 4, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I mean,
I'm 1 too.
What?
I'm 1 too.
I said I didn't want to hear from you.
Yeah. Well, what are you now? You're at 1 at Starfront.
Oh, not in my household.
Oh, well, you're still getting data shipping to you, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So what are you complaining about, dude? What are you complaining
Eric,
about?
tell him, Eric.
Hey, the great thing
You're
about
still
Starfront,
I'm at a 4, man, and you're at a 1.
You hit on the data.
I'm saying.
right now, if you look, Starfront,
It's
you
all
can buy
relative.
complete telescopes that are already there.
Yeah. People selling their rigs at Starfront, like full rigs that are set up there.
Wow.
I
They're
miss the
selling them?
frustration.
That's crazy.
I saw that today, Dan.
What's that?
I saw that today, Dan, that the guy was selling his setup at Starfront.
Oh, he's not the first one, though. I mean, it's a lot of people that are actually doing that. You know, they're like, they come up every once in a while. I won't say a lot of people, but it comes up every once in a while that you'll see somebody, hey, listen, I got an AM5 with a Carbon Star on there. I'm gonna sell it for, the whole setup for $3,000. Just take the rent. I mean,
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
and there's a whole, once you become a customer of Starfront, there's like a whole buy and sell section just for customers. They don't ship it; they just sell it back and forth between customers.
Between so they just stay there on the farm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Now I know also in the title we were talking about stuff, Black Friday, you got gifts. I know. There are certain things that I want. And then there's setups that, there's things that I want. But then there's things for your rig that you need. Like me, I need an Arco. I need that.
No, you don't need an Arco.
I need an Arco.
He's jonesing for an Arco.
I'm tired of going out there and
that really sounds like a want instead of a need.
No.
That really sounds like a want instead of a need. I don't know, man.
That is turned from a want to a definite need. Because you know what? I'm just
getting that to Robin.
Lazier. That's all. I'm just getting lazier and lazier.
Yeah, well, just wait till you get to be my age. Oh, you are my age.
But you know, this hobby is truly full of, you know, yeah, I want that, I want this, I want that, or whatever. But there's also been, you know, some things that have come out that have been really interesting now around this holiday time frame. You know, we talked about, you know, you got the SV Bony
Yep.
that's come out. The new Sesto Senso 3 has just come out recently.
Not yet, not yet. It's still on its way from Italy.
Okay.
So it's not around yet, but they're planning on by Christmas. Hopefully, they'll be starting to take orders. So
Okay.
I know because I you know I got yelled at by Tom because I was like he's like because as soon as I saw the video out, I placed a PO because you know me, I'm like the Prima Luce fanboy.
Yeah,
So he's like, Dan, it didn't come out yet. Give me a PO in a couple of months. I was like, so what are you putting the video out for, Tom? What are you doing?
Yeah, you know.
It's like a tease, man. Come on, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
you know what I'm saying? No.
It's like Astro porn.
It'll
Yeah,
be
I
out
know.
at NEAF. It'll be out at NEAF.
Oh yeah, it'll be there.
Oh well, definitely a need. I mean, it should be out before then, to be honest with you. But I'm sure they'll showcase it on one of, you know, Tom always has his, you know, his Avalon with his 8-inch and whatever.
Is that Tom? Is that his Avalon Uno?
Yeah, oh, that's his. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't been at NEAF now going on 3 years in a row,
Sorry to hear that.
and I'm like 20 minutes away.
That's
ahead,
really
dude.
ridiculous, though.
No. It saves my life. Trust me.
No, it doesn't save your life. It saves your pocketbook, which we can see most of it behind you.
Because what's his name from Moonlight? I see him and I'm like, okay, what you got there?
Ron goes, oh yeah, oh I know you, Joe. Come on,
Yeah,
Ron.
Good people.
Yes.
Joe, how many more scopes can you put in that?
Wouldn't want to. There's matter of fact, the one on this one here has actually it's the Meade 14 and it's got an 80 and a solar scope on it, and then my 14-inch plane wave, and then the tow 150, and then over here there's a Bob's tow 130, Bob's plane wave 16-inch, and then I have the 16-inch GSO with a TS 130 and an 80 on it. So we're done. We're done.
Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
that's what he says now.
Yeah, no. As a matter of fact, what's nice about the one with the 16, all three telescopes are aligned to the same object.
Yeah.
That's pretty darn cool.
So through Voyager, I can actually run all three cameras at the same time.
Yeah.
And pick up data from all three, which is nice.
It
But
is.
sometimes like I have a 57-inch screen in front of me, and I have all my telescopes, and sometimes it's so confusing to figure out what the hell am I doing, what not I'm doing, and this and that.
Which one is which?
Okay.
Oh, forget about it.
That's a good problem to have, though.
It would be a good problem to
That's
have.
a good problem to have, Joe.
Okay. Which one's the wide field?
Yeah, how about it? I like. No, it's crazy. But I will tell you this: setting up a lot of these programs and stuff like that to accommodate all your scopes, you really got to sit down and concentrate on exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
You don't want to put a field of view in for your 16-inch on your 80 millimeter and all that, and it's like, why isn't it plate solving? Why, you know?
That's why I keep things like this around.
Well, I saw that you that night that I logged in with you, I think that you were using what, Notepad or something?
Yeah, I use OneNote, and sometimes I use OneNote. I use this guy. You know, I just got to keep. I have to have somewhere to keep all the stuff that's in my brain. You know, exactly.
Did you end up ever getting your T-point completed?
Yes. Norm helped me out. We got the
polar alignment done.
Polar alignment's locked in. I mean, it's rocking and rolling. Got the accurate polar alignment done.
Now, are you guiding with PhD or are you guiding with SkyX?
With the SkyX. No, I'm going with, I am using PhD too. You know, through Nina and everything, but it's rock solid now.
If that works for you, that's great.
Yeah.
You know, for me, I just have had, I'm like, if the SkyX works, why am I going to bring in another situation? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I hear you. But I know that accurate polar alignment was really impressive.
Yes.
The accurate polar alignment was really impressive, and getting down to, you know, the ticks, you know, and everything. That was pretty darn cool. Yeah, I ended up doing a lot of things, put in the artificial horizon, you know, doing that setup. That was pretty slick.
Do it with your phone, the artificial horizon?
No, actually, I was fortunate, you know, that I already had from, you know, my previous setups. I had the theodolite log data. So I just manually just went in there and just started drawing it.
Yeah.
And then boom, done. And
so how often do you check your polar alignments?
My polar alignment?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the last time I checked was at least 6 months ago, 8 months ago. I mean, there's I used to have a setup here where my hands were always on my setup. If you are doing that, then I would say, okay, you need to do some kind of polar alignment every now and then. But when you're permanent like this, no, 6, 8 months. As a matter of fact, I think we just checked on the 16. I went to go check my polar alignment, and that sucker was dead on. And I was like, and want to know what the other funny thing is? Now, 4 of my rigs, 3 of my rigs, I should say, are run through Voyager. So automatic focus is done. Everything is done, right? My broadcasting rig, which has the 16, the TS-130, and the 80 millimeter, because I use it to broadcast on my channel, I don't run it through Voyager, so I gotta to focus and all that kind of stuff. You can ask Norm. He goes, I'll be imaging, right? And he goes, did you focus? And I said, no. And he goes, when's the last time you focused? I said, I don't know, like 3 months ago. All right.
He's got his stuff locked in. It's crazy.
It's pretty, and as a matter of fact, I'll stop what I'm doing. I do a focus run, and like I think the last time it was somewhere like 16,523. Did a focus run. It was 16,530. It was like seven things. That ain't going to change your stars whatsoever. So I've been very, very fortunate that way. Very fortunate.
I found that I have to do my polar alignment check or change with a seasonal change, which is temperature change, because like I'll go from 90 Fahrenheit to like 0.
Up there you have pretty good
between that range, right? Like it's like I understand that, you know, like you get contraction and everything in metals and everything else, but it's like I was surprised at how much difference that temperature range can make. I mean, it's not like you get by with it, but
what kind of mount you have?
Ooh, which one?
Which one? Yeah, he's got several.
Which one is your go-to mount?
Wow. I have right now I have a CGXL and an Ioptron, what do you call it? IEQ 40 Pro, which is supposed to be 45 pounds, but is usually happier if it's carrying 55. And I'm seeing a 0.36, 0.4.
Okay.
But that's done a little differently than what they intended. So the counterweights are much more compacted. Something more like an astrophysics way. And it's an early one. But like I say, I'm in the shopping mode for a new one from Dan if we ever get prices down. But like I was just wondering whether temperature changes that drastic does affect your polar alignment, because a lot of places, like, you're not seeing that swing. Is it affecting it? Because I found mine does. And that's if I put, doesn't matter what mount I put up there and lock down.
Joe, now you're imaging remotely, so you have your setup like in the South, correct? Like somewhere in Texas or something like that. Am I correct? Yeah, you're muted.
Yes. Yes, where it
Okay.
goes, it gets like at night, it could be up to 90, 95 degrees. But then like in these kind of days, it could get down to 30 degrees at night.
Okay.
But I've never ever had, I mean, every now and then on rare occasions, I'll test my polar alignment and I've never had to move anything. I mean, thank God, because it's just a lot easier that way. Otherwise, I got to get Bob out there and he ends up team viewer and he'll look at what's going on and he'll move the knobs accordingly.
Sure.
But we haven't had to do that in a long, long, long time. Long.
So the answer is just kind of crank it down tighter.
Well, yeah, it is, but also, I mean, like I said, I mean, I don't know if it has anything to do with mounts, what they're made of. All of my mounts are Paramounts, so I mean, I haven't really ever had an issue whatsoever, except for lightning. But yeah, yeah. You don't want to get in that situation. Trust me, you'll burn up those boards like there's no tomorrow.
The astrophysics is the only one that will supply you with mount that will work at below minus 20 C.
Yeah.
Which is a common temperature for where I am.
Yep.
Like, you know, I'd said I got 440 inches a few weeks ago, and I was wrong. It was 450 centimeters. So that's mere 180 inches of
That's
snow.
not bad.
So
I mean, for me, I haven't
dealing with that.
I have just the two mounts. I've got the Ioptron Sim 60 that's on the permanent pier. I haven't polar since I polar aligned it. I haven't had to do it, and it's been for me. It's been about 4 months now since I've really gotten back into maybe a 4 or 5 months.
So you haven't changed scopes though?
No, but I have not changed scopes. I haven't changed scopes. It's always been the refractor sitting on there. So yeah, and I just recently got the Edge 11 on the Mighty mount, you know, just in the past, I would say month or so, and Norm and Joe helping me out to get it back in line. And
that's the other thing. If you're changing scopes, well, yeah, you're gonna have to keep doing your polar alignment.
Yeah, you know, I was outside. I'm not dealing with temperatures like you, Steve. Not even close. But I had my pier outside, not in a dome. It was just outside in you know, to the elements. Switching scopes all the time. I mean, I did. I went everything from a red cat to a 9 1/4 on an EQ8. And if you could just imagine, I know I have a picture of it somewhere. A red cat on an EQ8 looks kind of funny, but I would make it routine check my polar alignment like every 3 months. Just as a routine. That's when I found out where I kind of like, you know, I could deal with a little bit of error, you know, with my seeing, because my seeing is just horrible anyway. But I need to be a little bit more accurate. So once I started to see, I would check it. I would tweak it every like month just to see, but making actual changes probably every 3 months. And that's what moving the scope back and forth. Different scopes, different weights, different everything on the EQ8. But it's definitely if you're changing things around, you're probably gonna have to change it a lot sooner than you would.
Hey Scott, how long's it been since you changed your polar alignment?
About 5 years.
Well, hey Scott.
No, I was talking to Scott.
I think Scott's asleep.
Oh yeah.
You look at him.
Scott,
Is he really?
Scott's not doing it every night.
He got
Fire!
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 What the hell's he got in that pipe?
Hey,
I know, right?
God.
Get a
I think he's
screenshot.
froze up.
Did he
I
really
don't think
fall
he's asleep.
I give him.
No,
rings
he's not.
around.
He's not. He's not. Nothing's frozen up. He's actually.
He's
asleep.
moving, right?
He's
He's
polar
moving.
aligning
Oh, I
right
see
now.
him moving. I see him
breathing.
I see his hands going up and down. You know, a
Yeah.
little bit
Yeah.
breathing.
Make sure he's
No,
breathing. We got to make a 911.
I like the
That'll be
guy.
a first. Somebody
He looks
dying
like
on a big YouTube
Gandalf.
channel.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Not my channel there, Dan.
Yeah. Oh, Cowboy Dumbledore is knocked out.
Oh my God! I can't believe this.
Oh, there he goes.
There he is.
Hey.
Hey, expecto patronum.
A burp and a breathe, and then we know he's alive.
Yeah, we know you're alive now, Scott. That's a good thing.
About to spit my Mountain Dew out. That was too funny.
Yeah. But yeah, no, and I honestly, Joe, it's been good, and I actually went and I switched just within Nina, even after I did the polar alignment, on the refractor, I switched to the Sky X because I had the Sky X installed, and with Ioptron, and I did a whole new T point, and on that guy, and the supermodel, I did that whole bit. And that sucker has been solid. I mean, my gosh, as far as guiding, tracking, everything. I mean, slewing and hitting on the nail, man.
What are you guiding at right now, roughly?
With the Ioptron, if I'm not in high declination, I've been in the 4s.
That's good. That's good.
So
usually I'm usually with my regular rigs, I'm usually at like 0.17, 0.23, somewhere around there.
okay.
But then with my big broadcasting setup, I'm usually at like 0.37 to 0.45.
Okay.
And because there's a lot of weight on there, big time.
Oh,
So
yeah. I mean, so far, the Ioptron, since it's on the permanent mount and everything, and I've got it using the Sky X, and it's polar aligned, I have not really had to worry about the Ioptron and worrying about guiding.
my buddy Bob, the one that's got the 16-inch plane wave and the TAC 130, he totally blows me away. 0.04, 0.07.
That's sick. That doesn't make sense.
He's on a star. He's on a star.
That's what I keep telling him.
Tell him to start guiding on the hot pixels.
Yeah, really.
You should see Norm. You should see Norm. Norm will purposely put his graph up while he's imaging, and I go to him, "Hey Norm, if you went to the emergency room and you saw that,
might be a problem there."
Norm really he flatlines like there's no tomorrow. I mean, I'm like, damn.
Wow.
One thing I gotta say about Starfront though, out there, I don't know what they do, but they do a damn good job at polar aligning their scopes. I guess after doing 400 scopes, I guess you got it down pat. But I mean, they do a really good job because I have not had any problems at all with that there. I really haven't.
No, that's that. And with Starfront, and we talked about earlier, I think it was earlier this week, how they've hit the national scene.
The other day,
it was spot,
Wednesday.
On CBS News and stuff like that. It's pretty impressive. And to do the extras that they're saying, when I'm looking at their website, it's like $50 an hour. And you probably are only going to, hopefully on most things, you'll have things done in within that hour or less. So that's not bad, to maybe do a collimation, do a polar alignment, getting thing, and they're probably doing the polar alignment and everything just to get the rig set up initially. And hopefully like you say, they've been doing it so often and they're getting it down pat.
Yeah.
Once they get things locked in, you don't have to worry about polar alignment for quite some time or any issues with anything like that.
Until somebody installs something on a scope and bumps it and says it's okay, and then now it's not.
Well, okay, something like that. Yeah, sure.
That's happened to me.
It's like hitting the wall,
Yeah.
How many guys do they
Came
have?
really close to
working
another
down
scope. I was like, whose fault is that?
Oh.
Not my fault. You guys are there. You guys are
What were you saying, Tom?
How many guys do they have working down there?
Like 2.
Gee.
No,
They
I'm
don't have
sure
a
it's more
lot.
than just 2. I'm sure
They
it's
don't
more.
have a lot.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
even imagine. I can't
Probably just
imagine
maybe
how
less than a handful, probably within a handful, maybe less, maybe 4.
Yeah, but you know what? With all those scopes,
My
okay,
God, yeah.
something every night has
Yeah.
to be whatever, something, okay?
Yeah.
And just trying to remember, hey, Dan, when you need something done to your scope, do you have to give like a reference number where your scope is or something?
No, they know where it is. Your scope is numbered a building and a row and a scope, I think.
Yeah, they probably have them
So
count.
I'm like B7 something. I don't remember my number. I'm B712
Because
or something like that. So I think it's just like Steve. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's just a scope number in the building.
because that's got to be crazy, man. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like these guys. Look, for all those scopes out there. Number one, they're making a mean ass amount of money. That's number one.
Oh,
Number
yeah.
two, I think they're earning it.
Oh, heck yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I grew up on a farm, and our crop was not that condensed. So we had to run a whole lot further.
Yeah, they're growing glass down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Dave's saying they've got a team of about 10 people with 5 or 6 staff members.
Okay.
Well, that sounds about right, I would think.
Okay.
Yeah, you would almost need at least one person per building.
Per building, yeah.
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 And I mean, they've got how many buildings there now? Like 6 or 7?
Yeah.
How
So
many?
what is it, like $50 an hour, Dan?
I thought
For
10.
support?
Yeah,
Yeah, $50 an hour.
that's cheap.
Yeah, it's real cheap. And it's 10 buildings now. They're on the 10th building, I think.
Yeah.
I charge
Okay.
300.
I hear you.
Yeah, but you know,
I just charged somebody $250 an hour going to check out their scope on Long Island. So
I got to share this with you real quick because
All right.
I'm looking at this and I'm like thinking, how does an airplane not know that this is not a runway?
Yeah. Yeah.
whoops.
I'm like, what the heck? I mean, all those lights. I mean, forget it.
But you know what? That is really impressive. If you I mean, you're looking at all those buildings, and the number of scopes that have to be in each of those buildings. It's got to be. That's amazing.
You
It's
imagine how much money is sitting in each one of those.
Oh
buildings?
God, yes.
What
Yeah.
building are you in, Dan?
7.
All right.
Your all skies out, wasn't it?
Oh,
Of course it is. It's been on and off. You know what? My all sky camera has been on and off since I started in May.
But let me ask you this: like, look at I don't know if you guys can see my arrow. Look at this guy's red. How bright the sucker is.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Why don't they put black tape over or these what do you call it, lights?
I don't know. I don't even know what that could be.
You know, they you know what they freak out about. You know, and rightfully so. Flat panels being turned on in between astronomical dusk and astronomical dawn, which rightfully so they should be, and giving people warning. I've never gotten a warning yet, so that's a good thing. But the people have gotten warnings, and you got the big blaring red light just sitting there. Just because it's red, they don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I have security cameras in mine, which is just my telescopes, and they have infrared
Yep.
LEDs, and you cannot believe the difference in the subs
No
when
doubt.
those are on versus off.
No
Oh yeah,
doubt.
I can imagine.
So you tell me where we have these red LED, green LED
That's right.
in a place like that.
Yep.
Yeah, my security cameras around the house. When I roll my big rig out front so I can get the southern targets, I have to go into my Lorix camera system and unplug those cameras.
Yep.
Because of the lights that are on there. I cannot guide it. The guiding, it just
Shuts down.
blows the scope up. It just
Hey, well,
yeah.
have a look at your apps programs.
Yeah.
Most of them will allow you to turn those off.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah, they
having to
will.
unplug them. I mean,
they will.
I have
My real
I'm
link
not, I'm
does that.
not, I'm not paranoid or anything, but I have 3 different systems covering it all. And it's just like I have a sticky here that says turn that off, turn that off, turn that off.
Yeah,
But
I'll
like,
check that out. Yeah.
you know, it really does make a difference. And the one that's actually in the observatory, I turn off because if somebody's going to come in there,
Yep.
generally it ain't going to be at 3 o'clock in the morning because it's going to trigger one of the other security systems.
Right.
Yeah.
And it makes a big difference in your subs. You don't realize it until you get it turned off. And obviously, you know, like you're moving them into your front yard and your sub, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Like your Wise camera, your Renti, your Ring, whatever you have.
Your Nest cams.
Yes,
Yep.
big time, because they get the brightest picture.
And they get one of those. The one thing is, it's a great picture, the night image picture. But you're right, it definitely plays with your images, no doubt. So we have to make sure everything is shut down before we start imaging.
Yeah, so like, you know, at Starfront, I'm seeing that in the pictures. I'm going, I ain't wasting the money. I can get that bad of stuff in my own yard.
I mean, I'm surprised that they don't even use some electrical tape to cover up some of those lights on whatever.
Yep.
Focus.
Hey, worked on the VCR.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we've done that. Oh, yeah. I mean, my moonlight, the night crawler actually has a check off where when the rig starts up, the LED screen lights up. 3 seconds later, it shuts off.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, but I mean the slightest. I mean, like a light reflecting off of our walls, because our walls aren't black; they're beige. If you could see,
Yep.
A light reflecting, it reflects off that wall, and it's like, what the hell? It almost looks like the moon's out. You know, and I'm like, you know, it's crazy. So we tape every little light that you could think of up. Our computers are in cabinets underneath each telescope is a desktop computer. Those are there, and there's a Velcro cover in front, so no light can come through and all that kind of stuff because we've seen it. We've seen it. There's no doubt.
I actually do the same thing. I have covers that cover anything in there that can't be duct tape covered.
Yeah.
And it does make a big difference. And I think it's because like a lot of imagers, like, you know, like I've been around enough that, you know, had people, you know, like Wise cams and Sky cams and like, you know, hey, they're promoting all that, but they're not looking at what is the light effect. Like they're not looking at the display going, well, it ain't that bright outside. How come it's bright?
Well, when you blink your images, like on rare occasions, I'll turn the camera on just to make sure everything's okay, and then turn it right off. Right? I go to blink my images. I go to blink, and all of a sudden there's this one image, and I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, and you just got to be careful. And sometimes people say that if it's not intruding on the lens, it won't affect you. That's not true.
No, that's not true.
It's not
That's
true.
not true.
I have a new neighbor, and I had mentioned hanging landscape cloth, and you know, like I hung it, and I went and talked to them. I produce a nice little calendar every year for people around here, and I said, "This is what I do. So if I ask you to turn the light out, you know, it's reflecting that. Can you handle that?"
Yeah.
I think you know where it went. More landscape cloth, but it doesn't do it because the extent that which that frequency of light carries is just like, unless you do IR imaging, you don't realize. And that's really where it woke me up to it, was when I started doing some IR imaging to find out what I was dealing with. And it was like, you got to be kidding. This is the best I can get.
Yeah.
You're right.
So the easy thing is deal with your own security cameras, Wise cameras, Rings, Nest. And then use like some sort of blocking. It makes a big difference, especially when you're doing, something like, one guy I know, I think his name's Dave. He's got these F2s and things like that. Like, you're really gonna feel it.
Yeah.
Hey, Super Dave, you asleep?
No, I don't have any of the F2s. I have an F3.9.
Oh, well, there's a whole stop difference.
God's got the F2 in his Hyperstar.
Yeah, but he's stuck out in the middle of nowhere. Well,
Yeah, I'm in Bortle
I think
7.
he said Bortle too.
No,
he wishes.
Like, I'm fortunate I can travel to a Bortle 2 in about an hour. You just can't set a telescope up because you're in the middle of these great big forests.
yeah, that's the problem I have.
Yeah. But like, then you drop your keys, you can't find them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Portal 2, man. I wish that'd be, I went to, what was it, 2 years ago now? I went to Nebraska Star Party out in Valentine, Nebraska. And let me tell you, it was darkest. It was great. It was some of the best guys I've ever seen in my life. And you know what? The people that were there said it's really not as dark as it usually is. Apparently, I was like, really? I was like, it's like, yeah. Apparently, there was some high clouds that were capturing some water vapor that was reflecting some of the starlight, and people were getting pissed off about it. I was like, really? I was like, I'm fine, man. Thanks. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
3 years ago, I took an 8-week tour of Canada going west, and I was going to hit all the dark sites.
Nice.
All the dark sky, right? Do you know how many pictures I took?
0.
One.
Because I found out that when you travel up there in July, August, September, guess what? Because it's so high, you don't get nighttime.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I hauled that stuff all across this country, and I mean across it, and found I might as well have stayed at home.
Yeah.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
That's like when I took my son up to Wollaston Lake there in Saskatchewan, and 3 o'clock in the morning, it's still light in July.
Yeah.
It really never gets dark.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like the
I
only
think
thing
that's for
thing I
3
got,
months, right? That's for 3 months, I think, right?
Yeah.
the only thing I got there was a Milky Way,
Yeah.
and that was tough.
I bet. Yeah.
Of
Of course.
a lot of manipulation, and it's like, I just I can't travel there. But we have a great big star party, and it's in Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and guess when it is?
February,
October.
October.
No.
Yeah.
Chilly.
Do you want to go out that way in October?
No,
I
don't know if
I
want
can tell
to.
you stories about the snow. Look at the view.
They close that lake down in the middle of August because it's just right about as north in Saskatchewan as you can go.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about Saskatchewan is that there's a town there called Moose Jaw.
Yep.
And the only reason why I know that
there's the hockey players.
Why is that?
Because there's so many hockey players from there.
No, not even that. It was where that guy was from Slapshot, the movie.
Oh yeah.
Moose, who hails from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
You understand that Moose Jaw is southern Saskatchewan, not that far from Montana.
Montana's cold too.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing is, because we used to always fly into not Regina, but
Calgary.
No.
Edmonton.
No, in Saskatchewan. Saskatoon. Yeah.
Got a son there.
And then we'd take a prop jet up to Points North Landing there. And about halfway up, it's just like somebody drew a big line across the earth. And it goes from fields to lakes.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a son living in
amazing.
Saskatchewan. He's in the Canadian Air Force, doing quite well. Me, I'm retired, but he's stuck in Saskatchewan. Before that, it was Alberta. And I went to his place, and it's even worse.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm always going, I want to go south because at least in the summer, y'all get some dark skies.
There you go.
Yeah.
David
Yep.
had a question for all for simple discussion. Renting scope time using someone else's gear versus purchasing your own gear and shipping it off.
Wait, what was the question?
Renting scope time and using someone else's gear versus purchasing your own gear and shipping it off.
What you're doing is you're purchasing their subs.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
some places allow to rent time, and like you can do that through, what do they call it, Telescopius? And
Yeah, like
iTelescope, Telescope
Yeah.
Live, Slew.
iTelescope, yeah.
The difference is one of them you can enter in our contest and one of them you can't.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
I really want to talk about that because I think if there's no frustration involved, y'all shouldn't be able to be in there.
Yeah, it's got to be your own
100%.
stuff. And speaking of that, do not forget, everybody, do not forget, if you're an astronomy club, message it out about our new monthly imaging contest that we're doing now. So we're not doing weekly contests anymore. Don't forget to vote for image of the month for these last couple months for, I think it was October and August.
August and October. Yep.
So don't forget to vote for those. So we'll announce those soon. And for November's monthly imaging contest, you have until the end of the month to get an entry in for novice or experienced, and then that cuts off, and then I go and start things back up again, for December, and start getting the poll ready for everybody to vote for what's going to be our first entry for 2027. Can you believe it? We got to get that first entry for
For the 2027 calendar.
For the 2027 calendar.
I got to get my image done.
Yeah. Gotta get those images
2027, I
done.
lost a year.
No, 26 is done. We're voting for image of the year, what, next month?
Yeah. I think we're gonna be getting, I think so, yes. Because we'll have all of the image of the month entries.
We'll have August and October, and that'll be
what I
it.
hope. Yep.
Because we go October to October.
Yeah, because we go from October to October. Yeah, so we go October to October. And so we'll have the image of the month very soon as well. I mean, image of the year rather. It's very soon as well.
I love that Steve's head is like right in the middle of the entire loop. It's like he's got a halo.
Yeah.
You don't think that was by design?
Either that or he's got a xenophobe just waiting there behind them, ready to take a bite out of him.
Yeah, it's upside down though.
Aliens.
Okay, so in space, what is upside down? What is downside up?
No, well, we're on Earth.
Right.
So that's upside down.
Where there is upside down, but in space there isn't. It doesn't matter.
Nope, it does not matter.
So Eric, when you're adding to your 11-inch, before you buy your Arco and add it to the train,
yes,
sit down, do a spreadsheet with all the numbers as to what the focal length is. Like I have multiple spreadsheets to keep track of all of that. Because like we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4 mils. What's that? That's the difference between sharp and not sharp. And some equipment will work and some won't. So know before you buy. It just saves you so many focusers and extra pieces. I've got 4 cabinets here you can't believe that are full of stuff.
Oh yeah, I got about probably a good $3,000 to $4,000 of precise parts that I don't even know what they're for anymore. so Over the past 20 years,
Yeah, it's like when it's rainy, like it is now, no sun. I sit down and I look at the numbers and I start juggling the parts. And
As
it's
far as setting up for your back focus, for making sure your back focus is locked in.
145 mil sounds like a lot until you start adding in
Oh yeah.
OHDs,
Oh, yeah.
rotators,
Yep.
secondary focusers,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. And
Yeah.
you bite that up pretty quick, considering there's 17 and a half. Like I only do APS-C sensors.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is, well, so if I put a 533 in, well, I can prop to that.
Right.
And if you were to go to a 585, well, that's really not going to do the job, even if you bin at 2. So when you start looking at that as a factor, you have to, it just saves you so much frustration and money after. Just numbers will drive you crazy. And that way you can figure out what you want, what you need, and what Dan's got on the shelf.
Yeah.
I got lots of
I
stuff.
know. I mean, seriously, on my OneNote, I jot down, how far I'm off, with my current imaging train. I've got the spacers in there. I've got I've got my Astro, the reducer, if I'm using the OAG and the filter wheel, every little bit I try to account for. And I'm breaking out those caliper. I'm breaking out that caliper, and I'm trying to measure things and just make sure that I can just close as I can to figure out.
Yeah.
Where am I? How far?
So the trick is
every
OAG.
millimeter adds up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So here's your trick is on your OAG. You can buy an OAG that is 10 mil. Sounds good, right?
Mm.
Okay, what's the width at the guide camera? Because that's going to come into effect with your rotator. It's going to come into effect with your focuser. And they don't tell you those. Would you like to know how many OAGs I have?
I can only imagine.
I can't tell you how many times that I've had somebody having an issue with whether it's a ZWO or Player One or whatever OAG, where the width of where the camera is at just smashes into something, and I'm like, dude, you're too close. You're too close. You gotta go. You gotta add a spacer. You gotta do something. You gotta take something out. You gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
So that the OAG cup focuser size can vary anywhere of additional spacer of anywhere from 11 to 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. That sounds about right, because
like the OAGL is a big cup. That thing is
several times.
That thing is huge.
That OAG, I've had to add on spacers.
Celestron has also got a huge cup too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest.
Yep. That's ridiculous. I will never buy the Celestron OAG. I'm sorry.
Got it.
I use the.
I have it too.
OAG,
I have it too, and it's in the closet of death right now.
I've got a Celestron OAG here, but I don't use it anymore because it is so freaking big that I moved on to I moved into an OAG.
It sucks up all your backspacing.
It does. It does. Those adapters that it has, especially for that SCT adapter, that takes up 20 mil. Just for the spacer.
Yes.
Just the adapter.
The adapter, yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, so my MOAGs are totally out of the question then, right?
What's wrong with MOAG?
Yeah, those MOAGs. How much backspace do those fucking take up? I mean, it's just. I've seen Scott's showing me his. Those suckers look huge.
No,
they're not bad.
The thing with the MOAG, it's works perfect. It does. You're figuring out your backspacing, works perfect. The thing is that the prism is longer than wider.
Yes.
Okay. So guess what the trick is?
Raise it up.
No,
turn the camera.
The camera now has got to
turn the camera.
Where you turn the camera 90 degrees. So now that your camera is up and down, and you'll get a much bigger field.
Oh, okay. So you're going more vertical than you are
Yes.
horizontal.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, but the I mean, all my rigs are off-axis guiding, except for the my broadcasting one, which I use the 2600 Duo to guide with.
Yeah, right now on the Edge 11, to be honest, I'm actually using my William Optics GuideStar 61, and it's been working fine because I've been having some trouble with getting my OAG lined up and getting things slightly, and I'm using the OAGL, and I was using the 174 mini with it because it has that 5.86 pixel size. So
11.7 by 8 or 11
something like that
by 7.
Yeah, so it had the slightly larger pixel size. So that's what they were telling me, recommending that for that long focal length. You need those larger pixels. So I've just have it, but right now I was having some issues with that OAG and even adding on spacers and everything.
Get rid of the OAGL. Get rid of
and I
that.
have the OAGL.
Dan, do you have the Pegasus OAG without the micro focuser?
I don't. I could get it. I don't have it though.
So that focuser is a 10 mil. However, the trick is you add the camera side is 4 mils. If you add a screw fitting on the other side, works out to 18. But if you put it on a monochrome, which is my primary thing, the whole thing ends up at being 14.
Okay.
Because you're only putting one side on, right?
Yep.
The other's going on to your filter wheel, which is significantly less than what I found to be the next best, which was a Ascar, which is 19.
Yeah.
So that's how you can change that. And if you're really inventive, you can also get rid of the other 4 mil, but you're still, the cup of the helical focuser is your.
That's where it comes into play. Yeah.
So
exactly.
Pegasus offers that without the helical focuser.
Yep.
Now that doesn't, like that sounds like a pain in the butt, but it saves you 2 to 3 mil, depending on what you've got in the spacer you have to throw in there.
Yeah, Pegasus also has that one that has the motorized focuser in it.
It's a big fat one though.
Yeah.
I like that.
Really fat.
Yeah, it's really fat. Yeah.
Real quick, Jose, we're going to get to that question really quick. But since we're talking about OAGs, we're talking about guiding. There was a video that I saw, regarding using filters with your guide scope, using like maybe
you just use an IR cut,
like an IR
cut.
No, if anything, I mean, I tried playing with both, and I've done both. The one I got, if I was going to use one at all, I would just use a red filter, a plain red filter.
Yep.
Not the IR cut, because it kind of gets rid of the star bloat and the star glare and that kind of stuff with the I used a cheap Meade 4000 red filter.
Okay.
And it worked great. But you know what? In the bottom, when it came down to it, I just took it out. I was like, my seeing sucks anyway, so it don't matter. So, but I was getting.
So that wouldn't. So in your case, having that red filter, it didn't help with your.
It helped, but it was marginal. It was marginal.
Okay, it was marginal.
Yeah, but you know what, Dan? First of all, I got rid of all the starlights. Okay.
I'm sorry.
My starlights, I got rid of all of them.
Yep.
Okay? Because the noise was just constantly having to do the darks for them, so it would subtract it. So then I went to the 174, and I would tell you that's for me that's the prime guiding camera for me.
Oh yeah, the 174 guiding is awesome.
And once we installed the IR cut, my stars went sharp.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
That's
I was
what I
like,
did.
this works. This
I was wondering even about, because we, in our cases, Joe, I mean, Steve, I mean, even myself, we're using these long focal lengths. I was even thinking about a 432 sensor.
432
Anybody
or
ever
a 429,
huh?
or a 429.
Or 429.
That's a 429 is like the Xena.
Uh-huh.
Player one, the 432.
That's like it's like a 9 micron pixel size.
Yeah, but did they make that in a guide lipstick?
No, it's just a puck. It's just a puck size.
Oh yeah. If you they don't make it in a lipstick cam.
They don't make it in a lipstick. It's just a puck.
I was like,
I found that the 174s in my OAGs multiple is excellent, and
Yes.
on the refractors with guide scopes, I'm actually using the 290s multiple.
Okay.
The 220 does I think the 290 is better personally, but
And you're not binning anything. You're just I don't think so. So you're, Coz. All right. So that's what I'm using right now is the 174s, in the OAG, and I have a 290, in my refractor guide scope.
Yeah, I used the 174 with my larger scope.
Yes.
The 127, but I used the GP Cam 462 for my 80 millimeter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna have to apologize.
But the 462, I have to say that 462, I had to put a luminance filter over it, or else the stars had bright halos all around it and everything like that. So once I put that luminance filter on there, it tightened the stars up real good and works great.
Gotcha.
I kind of misspoke before. I had a little dyslexia. I saw Steve's look, and when I said 429, it's a 249, the Xena. So I saw Steve's look. He was like, "What?" It's a 249. I had to look it up. So it's a 249. That seems to be a nice big chip. That's the number one seller for player one as far as guide cams. They have a 174 too, the Sedna.
Jose was asking, so I wanted to get to his question before we head on out. Any interesting Black Friday sales? Because Black Friday's pretty much started now.
Yeah.
For astronomy companies.
For everything, it seems.
For everything, pretty much.
QHY just placed, sent out to me and Matt were talking before about they just came out with their price list. Hopefully I'll get it tomorrow. Player one is coming out with their prices on Monday. So that's going to be kind of, everything's on sale for player one. Everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, but we want to know when does the 50% sale start?
When you sell me one of those scopes behind you. Who else? For those of you guys that are ZWO fans, I don't sell them, but ZWO is having a 15% off. I'm trying to figure out
having big sales on their mounts, aren't they?
What's that?
Skywatcher's having big sales on their mounts.
Skywatcher and Celestron have sales out. I mean, everybody's got sales out. I mean, there's only a handful of people that don't. Even Prima Luce has theirs.
But that's focused more on the Eagle, isn't it? They're not doing.
It's only the Eagle. Yeah, it's only the 3 models. No XTM sales.
Yeah,
Eric. Yeah. Portable drive, Wave 150. Because when you're stuck at home and something's gone wrong, it can handle most of what you got.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I was definitely looking at the Wave 100 and the Wave 150.
150 super light.
150.
Yeah.
Yeah. And exactly. If I'm gonna get the 100, I may as well just spend the extra money and just get the 150 and just be done with it.
There's not a big physical weight difference on there. I lifted them both on Wednesday night, Tuesday night.
Right.
When I was over at Queensborough Community College. We were testing the 150 with the ASCAR 130.
Yep.
And let me tell you, worked like a dream.
Yeah. I've taken that 150 across this country, and I used it with Rokinons, 24 mils, 60 ASCARs.
Nice.
And I got into a problem here. and I threw a 130 on it out on my deck.
Nice.
Like that sucker does not do anything but 0.53 no matter what you do.
Yeah,
You can
And,
screw
but
it up.
your guiding exposure is probably what, like half a
Half a
second?
second.
half second. Yeah.
Like half a second.
Any of the harmonic mounts, you're going to be running way lower than it likes.
One
to
or
get
less.
it likes to get the information quick. So it's not like your regular worm gear mounts where you're shooting 2, 2.5. You want
2.5.
quick.
I'm usually using 3 and 4.5.
Well, I only do refractors. So I mean, I'm trying to figure out a way to get my my roll off roof. I'm still deciding between the roll off roof or the outside kitchen. I'm still not there yet.
Right now,
I think my wife, if she had her wish, it would be the outside kitchen. So I said, well, I do have Starfront. So I mean, maybe
you got Starfront, dude. You got Starfront. Yeah, because right now I'm just gonna put down, maybe just get either a gravel or a concrete pad. We haven't decided yet. And at least for right now, I'm just gonna build some walls around just for windbreak and just have the telegizmos covering everything until I get to a point where we'll go ahead and put the roof on. So we're piecemealing this thing slow.
I put my permanent pier in a year before I got my pod put over top of it.
Yeah.
That's what I ended up doing. When I was living in Illinois, I had the pier out. I had that pier for like a year before I ended up getting the pod. So yeah.
Made putting the pod up a lot easier.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
I knew where center was.
Yeah. But do you offset yours?
Yes.
You do offset yours. Okay.
And then when the season changes, it's a little hip move and the offset gets moved.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, because where I am, I couldn't put up a roll-off roof because of building ordinances.
Sure.
There you go.
So I redid my whole back 24 by 16 deck. And I just, for some reason, put a 16-inch concrete pier in one corner of it that I put a pier on top, then threw the pod on top of. It's not a structure because it's on the deck.
Yeah, it's on the deck. Yep. Nice.
So,
all right, guys, it's about that time. Thank you all for hanging out with us this Friday night. Thank you for all the questions and the input here. I love these Friday night get-togethers and chatting with everybody and getting everybody's perspectives on so many different topics of astrophotography. It's great. And it's even awesome to see Scott, you just going like this.
Scott, wake up.
It's awesome. That's awesome.
Scott's definitely dozing off again.
I'm going to throw
some late nights.
And he's imaging?
I gotta wake up about 3 o'clock in the morning and say,
He's one of the lucky ones. He's at clear skies a lot lately.
Where's everybody at?
Right? But thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Again, I'm not here next week, so have a great Thanksgiving to everybody. Dan, you running the show this week, man. Next week, man.
No, I'm on vacation.
Oh, that's right. We're having a hiatus. We're taking a hiatus, right?
I'm on vacation.
All right, I guess we're taking a little bit of a hiatus.
I need to get the house sorted so I can come back in December and just be good.
All right.
I'll check in when I'm down in the DR. I'll bring my tab.
So we're having a hiatus next week, so there will not be any shows. So have a great Thanksgiving. Have a great holiday. All of that stuff. We'll see you guys back in December. So as always, keep imaging, keep educating in clear skies. And
Happy
we'll see you
Thanksgiving,
guys
all.
in a week.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.